There you go. Beautiful innings of Madhu Surivanshi before he was dismissed from 94 of 29 deliveries. Well, after 15 overs, it's 153 for 2. A quiet partnership between these two batters. Well, you could expect that after a lot of carnage.
SMS!
I must tell you that Ravidu Fernando has been impressive. We've seen him bowl well even in the last game. Got just one wicket, but I love the control. Now there's a slip in for him. Gaikwad on strike. Good to see that Sri Lanka are looking for wickets. That's good running. And that's the only way, Iran, because dot balls are not going to help them. With dot balls, if they can create pressure, dismiss batters, then that's the way to go. So that's precisely what Sahana Rachige is trying to do. He's maintaining that slip, both against the right hand and now against the left hander.
Yeah, they need wickets. That is the only way that they could get back into this game. Indian supporters, probably some family members making their way from India to witness this final. But at the moment, these two batters, they're happy to milk around the singles. They know that the platform has been set, and it's just a matter of building these innings, take it deep so that they can launch again at the latter part of the innings.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're finding the fielders, but they don't mind it because, see, they have plenty of time. They got 35 overs, including this one, and they're already 155 for 2. So they're looking at what? 180 plus 30 balls. That's 210 balls they're looking at. Sri Lanka, on the other hand, need to tell themselves that India is now aiming big, maybe 400 plus. So if Sri Lanka can pull it back, maybe keep them under 50, 320. It's a moral victory for the Sri Lanka. It's a mind game from this position.
Yeah, it's all about playing positive cricket. Yes, the opening batters, they got off to a flyer. But Sri Lanka will need to try and pull things back. 16 overs done, 157 for 2.
बाकी सब चीजों में तो कॉम्प्रोमाइज कर सकते हैं, लेकिन चाय में नो चांस।
चाय तो बहुत बढ़िया बनी है।
बिना कॉम्प्रोमाइज के तो बनी है बढ़िया क्वालिटी वाली टाटा टी प्रीमियम।
एक ग्रैंड म्यूजिकल नाइट होगी। इस दौर में विलन्स को तालियां मिलती हैं। बहुत बड़ा सिग्नल। हमने एक छोटा सा सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम भी आयोजित किया है। जब मैंने इवेंट करवाने का फैसला कर लिया है। Peace and V.S. Kant, he has been the economical bowler, 2 overs and conceding just the 3 runs. And he will continue into his 3rd over. At the moment, The two batters, they haven't tried anything fancy. They're happy to rotate the strike, just play the field. Just like that. Oh, misfield. Misfield. Now they can't afford this. That's a boundary after some time. Tilak Varma will take it with both hands.
They are not great fielding. Not at this stage of the game, not at any stage, but you could ill afford to misfield with India on top, Sri Lanka looking to stop every possible run. That's a substitute. This should have been stopped. Yeah, that needs to be stopped. Or is it just, no, there is a change in the field. Sorry, for a moment I thought that's a substitute. It's not. But those need to be cut off. So that was a gift and a boundary to Tilak Varma.
Well, Roshan, as a bowler, how disappointed you should be, especially bowling a couple of overs just for 3 runs. And your field is not standing up and giving away a boundary, which spoils your figures as well.
So more than your figures, it's about the team situation. So, I mean, Sri Lanka is trying to build pressure. They're trying to build dot balls. And they're trying to create that frustration in the Indian camp. India is doing well here because they're just moving the field around a lot. They still maintain the slip. India very much in control. And that's exactly their game plan. You could see that they're just knocking it into gaps. They're taking no risks. And in the process, you get a misfield, you get a gift. You know, it's more like India grabbing it with both hands. And that's what Tilak Varma would have done.
Yeah, quietly but steadily, these two batters putting up a decent partnership. 27 runs for the 3rd wicket so far. So they'll be happy. They're comfortably in the driver's seat at this stage. Just seeing off the good deliveries. And 7 runs coming off that over. Good one for India. 17 overs done, 164 for 2.
धुलाई का शुभारंभ करेंगे आयरलैंड से। देखिए आयरलैंड वर्सेस इंडिया 26 से 28 जून। वॉच ओनली ऑन सोनी एंड सोनी स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क।
ये देखो नया नेम प्लेट।
अन्नू के साथ लोन ले रहे हो, तुम कमर कस लो।
अरे किस्तों की कुश्ती हम भी लड़ लेंगे। वैसे आपके बेटे तो धोखा तो देंगे नहीं।
बड़े वाले भैया ने ना अलग अपार्टमेंट सेट कर लिया है।
कुछ बताना जरूरी नहीं समझ रहे बच्चे।
जेबों की फितरत होती है कि वो फट जाते हैं और दिलों की किस्मत होती है कि वो टूट जाते हैं। लेकर जिंदगी के सिक्कों की खनक आ गई है नए किस्सों की गुल्लक।
Casting returns. Orbiter turn that time from the off spinner. So it was absolute mayhem, isn't it, when Vaibhav Suryavanshi was going? But this is a bit of an encouraging sign for spin bowlers that turned a lot, turned quickly as well. Sri Lanka will be hoping that they'll be able to land that ball in an area that will be threatening, and we do have a few people that have turned up, which is good, very encouraging. And generally, I must tell you, Iran, that Dambulla has been very supportive when cricket is played here. They turn up. International games, you'll find packed crowds, sell-out crowds.
Yeah, it's good to see spectators making their way out here today, support their respective teams, majority of them being the Sri Lankans. And the rivalry against the two teams, that continues. And at the moment, these two batters are very comfortable out there in the middle. Look at that 30-run partnership of 47 deliveries. Runs coming quite easy. But Sri Lankans, they need to try and look for an opportunity. They need to pick up a wicket. If they're trying to get India below 350, that would be ideal. With the kind of start these two opening batters have got off India to. Oh, dancing shoes. Over mid-off. Half a dozen for Rutraj Gaikwad. That's a fabulous shot. Breaking the shackles. 18 overs done. 173 for 2.
बाकी सब चीजों में तो कॉम्प्रोमाइज कर सकते हैं, लेकिन चाय में नो चांस।
चाय तो बहुत बढ़िया बनी है।
बिना कॉम्प्रोमाइज के तो बनी है बढ़िया क्वालिटी वाली टाटा टी प्रीमियम।
ये देखो नया नेम प्लेट।
अन्नू के साथ लोन ले रहे हो, तुम कमर कस लो।
अरे किस्तों की कुश्ती हम भी लड़ लेंगे। वैसे आपके बेटे तो धोखा तो देंगे नहीं।
बड़े वाले भैया ने ना अलग अपार्टमेंट सेट कर लिया है।
कुछ बताना जरूरी नहीं समझ रहे बच्चे।
जेबों की फितरत होती है कि वो फट जाते हैं और दिलों की किस्मत होती है कि वो टूट जाते हैं। लेकर जिंदगी के सिक्कों की खनक आ गई है नए किस्सों की गुल्लक।
Oh, Varma hammers it down the ground. That's a fabulous looking shot. Both batters, they are pumped up.
And they're looking to now pounce on loose deliveries. They've been there long enough. They're starting to, or they've decided to play a few shots when the opportunity persists. Just like that. You spoke about the previous 6 and now a 4, so really good bit of momentum for India. 10 runs of 2 deliveries. And what you have to understand here, Iran, is that after the kind of start that India got, Sri Lanka needed a special effort from their bowlers or a bowler. On a good surface, Indian batting is extremely strong and they know how to structure the innings. I mean, if you saw the way Rutraj Gaikwad and Tilak Varma started, and now the way they're trying to move forward, I mean, it also talks about their experience and how they just plan their innings and how they structure their innings. And that's what I'm very interested to see here, what they'll eventually end up with.
They are Indians, they bat deep, plenty of big hitters. Suryan Shedge, Vipraj Nigam, big names in this format of the game. They have performed in the tournament as well. So India, they're surely looking at 400 plus runs with the kind of start they have got off to. But Sri Lanka, they will need to try and pull things back. 6 runs coming off this over so far. For a 3-run partnership between these two batters. 6 runs coming off that, pulling things back. We have 19 overs done, 179 for 2.
इस वीकेंड होगा का डबल धमाका। इंडियन आइडल पर आएंगे सिनेमा के लेजेंड्स। बहुत जान है और इंडिया बेस्ट डांसर में होगा कोरियोग्राफर्स का महोत्सव। Now that's what I call a performance. इस वीकेंड देखिए एंटरटेनमेंट का डबल धमाका सोनी एंटरटेनमेंट टेलीविजन और सोनी लिव पर। लेनिन जुलाई का शुभारंभ करेंगे आइलैंड से। देखिए आइलैंड वर्सेस इंडिया 26 से 28 जून। वॉच ओनली ऑन सोनी लिव एंड सोनी स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क।
Well, these are the two batters who are on the runs for A in the middle order, the middle frame. They have been very good. Controlling the game, working those singles nicely, waiting for the loose delivery. What I want to mention, Santosh, is now the stage is set nicely. What these two batters are doing, just carrying it along. With the run rate. Sumathulan into the attack once again. So the two batters are just milking those singles, which is the ideal. way to handle this. A lot of overs remaining. Runs on board, wickets in hand. They got that start. They're in a very commanding position right now.
Yeah, there's zero pressure in the Indian dugout right now. 118. They're not even faced 20 overs as yet. So they're in a very good position. After losing the toss, been asked to bat first. Tilak Verma, skipper, said he wanted to bat first as well. They knew they got what they wanted. They had a plan to come out and bat first. And partnership, they did the job for the team.
They've been batting first throughout the series. Scored 300 plus runs in 2 occasions. High score being 349 for 9 in this series so far. That's by India A against Afghanistan A, but ended up losing. Ended up losing that game because of the rain interruption, and then the target was revised, and Afghanistan A winning that game with thin margin. And the next outing when they had against Afghanistan A, they managed to get 320 on board. So they have done a very decent job batting first. Now this is the stage now in the finals. Suryavanshi getting that blistering start alongside Priyansharya. That could be a wide. They've set the tone nicely. It's India A on a rhythm, on a roll here in the final.
Yeah, Sri Lanka needs wickets. Those kind of balls are not going to bring Sri Lanka back in the game. They need wickets. They need to break this partnership. They can't let these two batters bat till 35th, 40th over. They need one of these two batters back in the dressing room. Expose the middle order. Oh, that shot. And wide and cut away. Tilak Verma, he fancies that shot. He loves playing that shot wide outside off stump. And Mathulan just played into the hands of Tilak Verma.
Once again, there you go. Mathulan giving width on Tilak Verma. He made sure placed it. He placed it with lot of power in it. And the timing worked well in that shot. Stayed on the front foot, guiding into that gap and races along easily. Now, Sri Lanka A, definitely they are in a lot of pressure. What sort of a score they're going to chase, how to break partnership, how to break the shackles, how to restrict. They need someone exceptional. They need to break partnerships. They need to buy the wickets. Because if they try and bowl the next 30 overs, it's not going to be easy. They will have to chase a mammoth score. 20 overs done, 188 for 2.
बाकी सब चीजों में तो कॉम्प्रोमाइज कर सकते हैं, लेकिन चाय में नो चांस।
चाय तो बहुत बढ़िया बनी है।
बिना कॉम्प्रोमाइज के तो बनी है बढ़िया क्वालिटी वाली टाटा टी प्रीमियम।
तेरे को शर्म आती थी ना गले में बैठ कर?
छोड़ो पापा, कल बात करें।
दादी को एंजाइटी अटैक हुआ है। You will need family therapy.
मैं ना पुंड लालनी स्ट्रेस थी।
Remodel your romance according to who you are now.
Bisect.
आपको थोड़ा टेंडर होने की जरूरत है।
टेंडर वो जो अखबारों में निकलता है सड़क बनाने का।
Lost 2 wickets, they managed to get 140 runs. That's a start. That's a cracking start, I would say, Santosh. So Monaja Sahan into the attack for the very first time. Can he be the X factor of Sri Lanka A bowling lineup?
But he's capable of it. He's a genuine wicket taker. Very, very smart operator as well. He has a lot of tricks up his sleeve. That's the crowd come in numbers today to witness this encounter between Sri Lanka and India. They know it's going to be a big game. They know it's going to be a cracking game, and the players have not disappointed them as yet.
They are coming in numbers today. A lovely delivery. Peach of a delivery, brilliant. I like the factor that Sahan Narachi is having that slip.
Yeah, definitely. Look at that ball. Nice loop, drift, turn. That's a good ball from Vanuatu-san. Once again, right on the money. Yeah, talking about the slip, Rajiva. It's the right decision. They need wickets. Sri Lanka needs wickets.
Yeah, just like I mentioned in the previous over. They can't afford to bowl the 50 overs right now. It's not going to end up in a good term for them. Yes, crowd coming in. Gate number 2 is open. Free entrance. It's the grand final of the Talent TV A-Team Tri-Nation One-Day Series 2026. These two batters are very smart. They are two smart characters. See the partnership, 55 runs and the run rate. Yes, they are not coping with it, but still going along nicely in a very, very healthy way. Played uppishly onto the leg side. The fielder will come around, pushes for the second run. 5 runs coming off Vanuatu-san's first over. 193 for 2 after 21 overs.
Men in Blue जुलाई का शुभारंभ करेंगे आयरलैंड से. देखिए आयरलैंड वर्सेस इंडिया 26 से 28 जून. वॉच ओनली ऑन सुनी लैंड एंड सुनी स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क. इस वीकेंड इंडियन आइडल बनाएंगे सिनेमा के लेजेंड्स. बहुत जान है. और इंडिया's बेस्ट डांसर में होगा कोरियोग्राफर्स का महोत्सव. That's what I call a performance. देखिए एंटरटेनमेंट का डबल धमाका. सोनी एंटरटेनमेंट टेलीविजन और सोनी सुपर.
Suryavanshi 94 from 29 and Priyanchara have laid the foundation for India A for a massive total here in the final at Dambulla. Mathulan is conceded 38 off his 3 overs. It's been pretty expensive today, but he's the Northern Star. Northern Hero rather, like Rajiv Singh, my co-commentator says. Good bouncer. They need to keep changing things up, Sri Lanka. They need a wicket here, Rajiv.
Yeah, under pressure delivering that super over. The previous outing against India A. He was outstanding, just gave 9 runs, which brought victory for Sri Lanka A by 7 runs. But today, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. Oh, well played, Surya. Some fans of Suryavanshi, the universal baby boss. He really did boss. Especially the power play. And as a skipper, it was really hard to find whom to bowl. Who's going to grab it? But Sahan Narachi, he stood up himself. Got that breakthrough.
Yeah, he said, I'll do it myself, Rajiva. And he did it. He did it in the previous game as well. And in this game as well, brought himself on, broke that partnership, and 1 led to 2. And at that point, Sri Lanka thought that they were slowly but steadily getting back into the game until these two came together at the crease. With Raja Gaikwad and Tilak Varman, they built a nice partnership here for India, eh?
Been a Sunday, yes, for India in Colombo. Spectators coming in. Yes, it's not a field stand. But I reckon have to chase here. Gate 2 is free entrance. They're in the shade out there with the breeze going on. Yes, it's warm out there. When Suryavanshi was out there, it looks really hot. Quick single. Comfortable take. I like the fact that Mathuran is bowling that back of the length line. Especially on this surface, it's margin for errors. Bowlers nightmare. If you pitch it up, it's always runs. With Rutraj Gaikwad loves on the front foot. He loves to drive the ball even on the right. That's a batter in form. A century and a half century for Rutraj Gaikwad. And 3 half centuries for the skipper. Once again, quick single. Run with the shot. 22 done. 197 for 2.
बाकी सब चीजों में तो कॉम्प्रोमाइज कर सकते हैं लेकिन चाय में नो चांस। बिना कॉम्प्रोमाइज के तो बनी है बढ़िया क्वालिटी वाली टाटा टी प्रीमियम।
इस दौर में विलन्स को ही तालियां मिलती हैं। और उसी उत्सव को लेकर हमने एक छोटा सा सांस्कृतिक भी आयोजित किया है। फैसला कर लिया है।
No wickets inside at 11 to 20. 22 overs. That's the familiar face. He's been out. And he's with a Indian fan. Yes, crowd coming in. Lovely. This is lovely supporting both teams. There are stars in both teams. Revanshi has been a star. He's a star at big occasions. Breaking that world record. Fastest list a half century in just 11 deliveries. He broke the record of a Sri Lankan, Kaushalavi Ratna, in 2005. He got into the fastest half century in just 12 deliveries in a domestic game. And Suryavanshi breaking that record in just 11 deliveries. 5 sixes, 5 boundaries, and 1 dot ball.
Absolute carnage. I was Suryavanshi was in a league of his own. Two wide overs. Manuja and Mathuran bowled 2 overs without conceding a boundary. That's positive sign for Sri Lanka. Brilliant, Manuja. Throughout this series, not been amongst the wickets. Yes, he's picked 1, maybe 2 wickets per game, but he's been pretty accurate. He's been pretty economical. He's always thinking twice.
Left mamba, ganda.
Tewaja has been on the dot in this spell so far, not offering much width. He's bowling stump to stump against Tilak Verma, but with that slip coming in for Gaikwad, that shows he's trying to buy a wicket. He's trying to build more pressure. I feel on this surface, if you bowl a little slower through the air, you might gather some spin some bite off the surface. When the sun beats down here in Damula, those wickets, they get better and better, Santosh. That's why the batters have scored heavily. So 200 on board for India A inside the 23rd over for the loss of just 2 wickets. This is brilliant. Brilliant. And it has impacted a lot for Sri Lanka A after winning the toss electing to bowl first.
Yeah, batting display of the highest order, Rajiv, from the Indian A batters. Just dominated since ball 1.
Good bowling, good
Yeah,
thinking.
good ball. A dot ball to end that over. 3 overs without boundaries for Sri Lanka A. India 200 for 2.
धुलाई का शुभारंभ करेंगे आयरलैंड से। देखिए आयरलैंड वर्सेस इंडिया 26 से 28 जून। वॉच ओनली ऑन सुनी एंड सुनी स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क।
ये देखो नया नेम प्लेट।
अन्नू के साथ लोन ले रहे हो, तुम कमर कस लो।
अरे किस्तों की कुश्ती हम भी लड़ लेंगे। वैसे आपके बेटे तो धोखा तो देंगे नहीं। बड़े वाले भैया ने ना अलग अपार्टमेंट सेट कर लिया है।
कुछ बताना जरूरी नहीं समझ रहे बच्चे।
जेबों की फितरत होती है कि वो फट जाते हैं और दिलों की किस्मत वो टूट जाते हैं। लेकर जिंदगी के सिक्कों की खनक आ गई है नए किस्सों की गुल्लक।
But Masadi are also coming in with 2 half centuries. But today, good effort. It's lovely to see young, cute Sri Lankan supporter. Oh, good effort from the skippers. In fact, it's Nuri Fernando. Oh, he's tall, long levers, diving effort.
I did mention in the previous game that he's one of Sri Lanka's best fielders going around in the domestic circuit and even in the international level as well. Nuni Fernando, very good fielder. He can field all over the ground. And good stuff from him. Missing his run up there, Shiraz.
A foul start. Mohammad Shiraz coming in fresh. Didn't play the previous game, but doesn't seem to be in fresh with the runs. Has been screwed off his bowling. Once again, quick single. This is very good batting. This is top batting from these 2 batters. A lot of experience coming in, Santosh, in the India A batting lineup. That's why these 2 batters are number 2 and number 3 in the list, in the top run getters in this Talent TV 18 Tri-Nation One-Day Series.
Yeah, definitely. 2 well-experienced batters. They play a lot of cricket around the world as well. Tilak Verma is one of the consistent players in the national team as well. Ruturaj Gaikwad has played in the international level as well. Once again, that's cut. Misfield from Sadira Samarakrama. They'll get a single, but it's hit hard. Sadira should have stopped. But nevertheless, we haven't seen a boundary as yet. It's going the 4th over now. 4 runs off this over as well. So Shiraz has gone to the cleaners, but given a brilliant comeback. The last 30 balls, just 24 runs, 1-4 only. That's what I was talking about, Rajiva. Just the one boundary they have managed to score. It was pulled straight to the deep square leg fielder. Ruturaj Gaikwad will feel disappointed. Maybe he could have played it to the gap, collected a boundary, but nevertheless, just 5 runs off this over. Not got a bound in the last 4 overs. India, good stuff from Sri Lanka bowlers. They kept things quiet, slowly building the pressure, building up on the dot balls, not giving away those boundaries.
Pace-off delivery placed it nicely into the gap. Couple of runs for Tilak Verma. Suraj has conceded 50 runs in 4 overs, 7 of it, 24 done, 207 for 2.
बाकी सब चीजों में तो कॉम्प्रोमाइज कर सकते हैं, लेकिन चाय में नो चांस।
चाय तो बहुत बढ़िया बनी है।
बिना कॉम्प्रोमाइज के तो बनी है, बढ़िया क्वालिटी वाली टाटा टी प्रीमियम।
तेरे को शर्म आती थी ना गले में बैठने?
छोड़ो पापा, कल बात करें।
दानी को एंजाइटी अटैक हुआ है। You need family therapy. मैं ना बूंद ले लेनी है स्ट्रेस थी।
Remodel your romance according to who you are now.
By 6.
थोड़ा टेंडर होने की जरूरत है।
टेंडर? वो जो अखबारों में निकलता है सड़क में।
Good going. They're in a very good stage at the moment, India A. Almost half of their allocated overs, but they have managed to get past 200 runs. Thirties in this innings so far, 24s and 10-6. Yeah, that was an inside edge. That's a lot of runs in boundaries. 24s and 10 sixes.
That's 140 runs in boundaries, Rajiv. But that's courtesy vibe of Suryavanshi, I would say. The way he took on the bowling, Rajiv, the way he knew what he was doing. He was in his zone. Nothing was going to stop him. Anything in his arc, he was going for it. No matter if there was a field on the boundary or not. I remember he took on the field at deep cover as well. He was not afraid to play his shots. He was given the license to go from ball 1 and definitely did not disappoint. That's the start that he gave to his team, and that's what these two batters are carrying on.
Yeah, he delivered and executed perfectly today. I'll tell you, he played his natural inning. And the coaching staff, the skipper, the players backed him a lot. And what he did, saved a single, Sadira there. What he did was, he played it nicely. He got the start, got a boundary off the first delivery. Then he continued to show his true talent. Very good over from Wanuja Sahan. Just 2 singles of it. Halfway through India innings, 209 for 2.
तेरा बाप आया